Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitanscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusate Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. So we have heard about the 64 limbs of devotional service. Even in the previous chapter it was there. A Vaishnava who neglects to follow the principles of devotional service or the limbs of devotional service, angas of devotional service, then he is not a Vaishnava. We cannot call him a Vaishnava. So it's very important to follow the angas of devotional service. There are 64 limbs which is described in this chapter. Okay. The first paragraph is 72 and 73rd verse. In the screen verses are put, no? Yeah. Hari Bhakti Vilasesya Bhaktir Angani Lakshashah Kintu Tani Prasidhani Nirjishyante Yathamati. So it is said in the Hari Bhakti Vilas, innumerable angas of bhakti are mentioned. Among those, the famous ones will be explained to the best of my judgment. Here Rupa Goswami says there are many innumerable angas of devotional service, but the famous ones, that is 64, he is going to mention. Rupa Goswami says he is going to mention according to his judgment. Atra anga lakshanam ashritavantaranika bhedam kevalam eva va ekam karmatra vidvadbhe ekam bhaktyangam uchyate. The learned define in bhakti the characteristics of an anga are as follows. The learned define an anga of bhakti as a complex of devotional actions with internal divisions or only one action of bhakti which does not clearly define differences within it. So an example of a complex of action is archana. Only one action means action without clear internal divisions, such as taking shelter of Guru's feet or standing when a deity procession comes. Sometimes only one action is defined, like archana, when you are doing archana. In that, whether you have taken the shelter of the lotus feet is not defined. Or when a procession is coming, you are standing and bending down, that is not defined. They are sometimes seen to be separate, but they are also actions and they are also angas of devotional service. Try to understand, like when you're doing archana of Lord, at that time, it is not necessary that person has a guru. We don't know. But that is also one of the complex actions of devotional service. Vandanam, dasyam, it is an archanam, vandanam. When you're paying obeisances, somebody is paying obeisances. So then there is also anga of devotional service. Now, can you say whether he has taken Guru's lotus feet? Because it starts with Adav Guru Padashri. We don't know, but that is again a complex action, has a separate identity. When you come to temple, you have to pay obeisances. Now, whether you are in the Guru Shishya Parampara, we don't know. So that has been spoken. Okay. Krishna Priya Mataji, read the first paragraph, which has 72 and 73rd.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Srila Rupa Goswami states that his elder brother Sanatana Goswami has compiled Hari Bhakti Vilasa for the guidance of the Vaishnavas, and therein has mentioned many rules and regulations to be followed by the Vaishnavas. Some of them are very important and prominent. And Srila Rupa Goswami will now mention these very important items for our benefit. The purport of this statement is that Srila Rupa Goswami proposes to mention only basic principles, not details. For example, a basic principle is that one has to accept a spiritual master. Exactly how instructions is different from the instructions of another spiritual master. This is called detailed information, but the basic principles of acceptance of a spiritual master is good everywhere. Although the details may be different, Srila Rupa Goswami does not wish to enter into details here, but wants to place before us only the principles.
Okay. Now the next paragraph has 74, 75, 76. First was 72, 73, and 74, 75, 76. If you remember, second chapter, 7th verse, the process of surrenderance, where Ado Guru Padashraya, then you have to inquire unto the truth, Sadharma Pucha, Guru Marganugamanam. So we did the three things. That means Sadharma Pucha means inquiring up unto the truth. That means Dikshadi Shikshanam, Shiksha, that means inquiring up unto the truth. Then Guru Marganugamanam means following the footprints of the spiritual master. So all those three things were the process of surrenderance, which is given now here. Atha Angani, Guru Padashraya Tasmad, Krishna Dikshadi Shikshanam, Vishwambena Guru Seva Sadhu Vartmanu Vartanam. Sadhu Vartmanu Vartanam means offering the seva, accepting the knowledge. That is the second one. The first one is taking shelter of Guru. You should be initiated. So Diksha. Then after follows is Shiksha, acquiring knowledge. And then service to Guru with respect. Then following the rules according to the scriptures as approved by the Acharya. So that has been given. You see the verse. This verse is very important, but you don't have to by heart it. Guru Padashrayas. First take up. That is the first rule. Take Ashraya of Guru. Tasmat Krishna Dikshadi. Take initiation. Shikshanam. Shikshanam. Now it is like first to take Shiksha and then be eligible to take Diksha. In the olden times, the Diksha and Shiksha Guru were one only. So Diksha followed by Shiksha. Sometimes Shiksha followed by Diksha. Doesn't matter. Vishrambhena. Vishrambhena Guru Seva. Vishrambhena. Vishrambhena means with great respect. One has to serve the Guru. Sadhu Vartmanu Vartanam. Sadhu Vartmanu Vartanam. Whatever has been approved by the Acharyas in the scriptures, that has to be followed. Rules approved by the Acharya. There are many rules. Now Guru Acharya knows what are the rules which will be fitting to the student. Like when Srila Prabhupada, when Srila Prabhupada used to chant during the time of his Guru, it was 64 round chanting. But when Srila Prabhupada introduced, he told 64 and they told it's too much. 30 to 60 minimum. That was approved. So Acharyas means one who has the capacity to change the rules and regulations according to the nature of the disciples. So rules accepted by the or approved by the Acharyas, that has been given. So in this, 5 limbs have been spoken. List of Rangas is there. Okay. Then 77 75th verse. Sadharma pruchha bhogadi tyagaha krishnasya hetave nivaso dwarakadau cha gangadi api sannidhau. So inquiring unto the real duties of life. Sadharma pruchha, inquiry. Then bhoga adi tyagaha, renunciation of enjoyment to gain Krishna's mercy. Krishnasya hetave, so bhoga tyagaha. Nivaso dwarakado, residing in Dwaraka or holy places or near Ganga. So here how many are there? 1, 2, 3. Three have been spoken here. 3 angas have been spoken. Okay. Next comes 76th verse. Vyavahareshu sarveshu yavad arthanu varitaha. Let's see the verse here. This handwriting is okay. Here it has been given separately. Vyavahareshu sarveshu yavad arthanu vartita harivasara sammanu dhatri ashwathadi gauravam. So 76 now, where it is said, accepting only what is necessary in dealing with the body. Vyavahareshu sarveshu yavad arthanu vartita. Whatever is necessary, that much only take it. Then harivasara sammanu, perform ekadashi vrata. Dhatri ashwattaha gauravam, give respect to amlaki, ashwatha and other items. Dhatri ashwattaha gauravam. So amlaki, this amla tree is actually the celestial tree. It is not the tree of this world. Amlakaha ashwattha has got the benediction. It will be always eternal. Amlakaha ashwattha and other items. Again here 3 has been put. 5, 3, 3. 11. Let us count. Okay, read this first. But Prabhupada made it into 10. Okay, these are the 10. Let us see, 10 it is. Who will read?
Read, Manaji.
Yeah, you read. First 10 in that, let us see. Okay, read.
He mentions the basic principles as follows. Accepting the shelter of lotus feet of a bona fide spiritual master, number 1. Number 2, becoming initiated by the spiritual master and learning how to discharge devotional service from him. Number 3, obeying the orders of spiritual master with faith and devotion. Number 4, doing the steps of great acharyas, that is teachers, under the direction of the spiritual master. Number
Okay.
5,
Wait. So here 74th verse 4 are there. Okay, 75 3 and again 76 is 3. So 10 has come. Okay, read.
Number 5, inquiring from the spiritual master how to advance in Krishna consciousness. Number 6, being prepared to give up anything material for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. This means that when we are engaged in the devotional service of Krishna, we must be prepared to give up something which we may not like to give up. And also we have to accept something which we may not like to accept. Number 7, residing in a sacred place of pilgrimage like Dwaraka or Vrindavan. Number 8, accepting only what is necessary or dealing with the material world only as far as necessary. Number 9, observing the fasting day of Ekadashi. And number 10, worshipping sacred trees like the banyan tree.
Okay. So 10 has been spoken. In the 74th, you had 4, then 3 and 3. Now, 77th verse.
Mataji, in the 75th verse, the first phrase was something different. Can you show
Same
the
thing.
75th verse?
The first one is what? Inquiry.
Sadharma Pricha Bhogadi.
Bhogadi is different. Saddharma Prucha, inquiring into the absolute truth. Bhogadi Tyagaha, renunciation. Bhoga Adi Tyagaha. Krishnasya Hetava, for the pleasure of Krishna. Okay. Next now. 77, one line only. That is the next paragraph, small one. That also read afterwards. Wait, first let us complete 77. It's not looking. Okay. Esham atraha dasanganam bhavet prarambha rupata. So these are the 10 preliminary bhakti consists of these 10 angas. What are the 10 angas? First is what? Accepting the spiritual master. Diksha, Shiksha, we have to learn this nicely. What are the 10 angas? First preliminary 10 angas. Diksha, Shiksha. And then obeying the orders. That is serving him with great respect. We have to serve. Then following the directions. Obeying, that is service, and then following the directions. And then afterwards, inquiring unto the absolute truth. Then giving up all the bhogas that has been given. Then residing in holy places. Vyavahara, accepting only what is necessary. Observing Ekadashi, giving respect to Amala and other items. This Ashwatha and other items. These are the 10 angas. Okay, read the small paragraph. 77th verse.
These 10 items are preliminary necessities for beginning the discharge of devotional service in regulative principles. In the beginning, if a neophyte devotee observes the above mentioned 10 principles, surely he will quickly make good advancement in Krishna consciousness.
Okay. Next 10 instructions have been given. 64, now 10 over, now another 10, which is from 78 to 83, 82. 78 to 82. We'll read all 78 to 82. Sangatyago vidurena bhagavad vimuktaijanaihi shishyadi anunubandhitvam maharambhadi anudyamaha Bahu Grantha Kalabhyasa Vyakyavada Vivarjanam. Where it is? Vyavharepi Akarapyam Shokadi Avashavartita Anya Devan Avagyacha Bhutanudvega Daitaha Sevanama Paradhanam Udbhava Bhava Karita. Last verse. Krishna Tad Bhakta Vidvesha Vinindadi Asahishruta Vyatirekata Yamisham Dasanam Syada Anushtitaha. Till here 78 to 82. So now Sangatyagaha, giving up association of those opposed to the Lord. So we saw Atyahara Prayasascha Prajalpo Niyamagra Janasangascha Laulyamcha Shadgir Bhakti Vinashyati. These are all going to create a destruction in our devotional service. So what we have to do? Sangatyaga Sato Vrittehe Shadgir Bhakti Prasiddhyati. Next verse starts Utsaha Nishchaya Dhairya. So Sangatyaga, so one has to give up the association opposed to the of those who are opposed to the Lord. Then next is not being attached to making disciples. We had a nice example of Loknath Swami. who was not at all attached to making disciple. Even the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu many times used to say, Loknath Swami, please make the disciple. At least I'll give you one disciple, Narottam Das Thakur. After so much of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming in his dream and saying that accept the disciple, then Narottam Das Thakur was accepted as a disciple by Loknath Swami. Loknath Goswami. So one should not be eager to make disciples, not being enthusiastic for huge undertakings. So too much of big Karuda projects, then what happens is our whole consciousness will go in this 100 crores, 200, 500, 6,000 crore projects. Nowadays, we don't know, we are taking so many, we are enthusiastic in taking huge undertakings. Prabhupada also writes, I have made temples, don't have to make so many. Some small here and there is okay. Some centers here and there, but huge projects. Avoiding the study of useless books in order to earn a living or to defeat others in useless arguments. So just trying to collect some information with the eagerness to have argument, to do argument. We know how Jiva Goswami, when he opposed to the corrections made by Vallabhacharya, Bhakti Mukti Spruhayavat, there, even though he opposed and he defeated him, but Rupa Goswami did not like. So our mood of Vrindavan is not to defeat somebody or take pleasure in others' defeat. Then, this is not feeling miserable in any material circumstances. So, if suppose material growth is there, it takes pleasure. If some material talk is there, it takes pleasure. One should feel miserable, disgusted in such material circumstances. Not being subject to lamentation or other extreme emotions. Yes, not showing disrespect to devatas, not giving disturbance to other living entities, not committing seva aprad or nama aprad, not tolerating the criticism of Krishna and his devotees by those who hate them. These 10 gangas should be observed by avoidance. Now, what should not be done? Is what should be avoided? Should be avoided by, should be followed by avoidance. We should follow this. Now, what should be done? What not to be done? That has been given. One has to give up, not being attached. So here, no is there. First is rules. These are the regulations. 10 regulations have been given. Okay. Vaishnav or Prabhu, read.
Yes, Mataji. The next set of instruction is listed as follows. First, one should rigidly give up the company of non-devotees. Second, one should not instruct a person who is not desirous of accepting devotional service. Third, one should not be very enthusiastic about constructing costly temples or monasteries. Fourth, one should not try to read too many books, nor should one develop the idea of earning his livelihood by lecturing on or professionally reciting Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. Fifth, one should not be neglectful in ordinary dealings. Sixth, one should not be under the spell of lamentation in loss or jubilation in gain. Seventh, one should not disrespect the demigods. Eighth, one should not give unnecessary trouble to any living entity. Ninth, one should carefully avoid the various offenses in chanting the holy name of the Lord or in worshipping the deity in the temple. 10th, one should be very intolerant towards the blasphemy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna or his devotees. Hare Krishna.
So you have got 20. Okay. Now 83rd verse. 83rd verse is there in the next paragraph. 83rd. Little up you have to take, na Prabhu? You take one line up. Yeah. अस्यास्तत्र प्रवेशाय द्वारत्वे अपि अंगविंशते त्रयां प्रधानम् एवोक्तं गुरुपादशयाधिकम्. Out of all these 20, the most important three things have been spoken. That is the first three: taking shelter of the spiritual master, diksha, shiksha, adigrahanam, and then serving, sevanam. These three are very important. This we saw even in the process of surrenders. That is taking shelter of spiritual master, Adav Guru Padashri, Shiksha Diksha Adi Grahanam, and then Guru Sevanam. We saw even in the 4th chapter, 34th verse, where very clearly it has been said that one has to take shelter of the spiritual master. What is the verse? 4th chapter, 34th verse. Narayana, 4th chapter, 34th verse.
Sorry, Mataji. Just a minute. Manjari is with me. Just a minute.
Who will tell? Anupam Prabhu, Dayasagar Prabhu. 4th chapter.
Tadvidhi pranipatena.
Yes, Tadvidhi pranipatena, pariprashnena, sevaya. Upadakshanti te jnanam, jnanya sapta. Sevaya has come. Tadvidhi pranipatena, that is surrenderance has come, accepting the spiritual master. Tadvidhi pranipatena. Pariprashnena, Saddharma Prucha also you can say, or Diksha, Shiksha, Adigrahanam. There two things also can come. If you have Shiksha, naturally you are going to inquire only. So these are the three important aspects. Okay. Now directly 84 verse to 92, which has 44 instructions. We'll do one by one. Let us see. One by one. That is 83rd verse. 83rd verse is over, right? 83rd is over. No, reading is
Mataji,
over.
you want to read me?
Yeah, you read it. Read, then we'll go to 84.
Without following the above mentioned 10 principles, one cannot properly elevate himself to the platform of sadhana bhakti or devotional service in practice. Altogether, Sri Rupa Goswami mentions 20 items, and all of them are very important. Out of the 20, the first three, namely accepting the shelter of a bona fide spiritual master, taking initiation from him, and serving him with respect and reverence, are the most important. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Now 84th verse. Dhritrair Vaishnava Chinnanam Hare Nama Ksharasya Cha Nirmalyadescha Tasyagre Tandavam Dandavan Natihi. Read this. Read till where we can understand.
The next important items are as follows. First, one should decorate the body with tilk, which is the sign of the Vaishnavas. The idea is that as soon as a person sees these marks on the body of the Vaishnava, he will immediately remember Krishna. Lord Chaitanya said that a Vaishnava is he who, when seen, reminds one of Krishna. Therefore, it is essential that a Vaishnava mark his body with tilk to remind others of Krishna.
Tilak.
Tilak.
So it is very important, first thing, to decorate one's body with Urdhva Pundram, that is Tilak.
Yes.
The moment we are chanting the holy name while marking the Tilak, we know the 12 names, we should do that. And because of that, the Vaishnava looks very beautiful also, and the other is reminded of Krishna. Next is what? In this 4 are there. First 4 are there in this.
In second is in marking such tilak. Sometimes one may write Hare Krishna on the body. Third, one should accept flowers and garlands that have been offered to the deity and the spiritual master and put them on one's body. Fourth, one should learn to dance before the deity.
Yes, very important. Tandavam, Dandavan, Natihi.
Fifth also,
One
na?
minute,
Dandavan.
Dandavan
One should
also
learn
come.
to
Yes.
go down immediately upon seeing the deity or the
Yes.
spiritual master.
Or spiritual master. These 5 things are there in this verse. So
Yes.
sometimes they write Hare Krishna in the body also. You can do all these things. Somehow remember Krishna, make others remind of Krishna. Okay, next one now. Abhyuthanam anuvarjyaha gatihi sthane parikramaha archanam paricharya cha geetam sankirtanam japaha. Read further.
Sixth, as soon as one visits a temple of Lord Krishna, one must stand up. Seven,
One minute. Stand. Abhyuthanam anuvarjyaha gatihi.
yeah.
Then
7, when the deity is being born for a stroll in the street, a devotee should immediately follow the procession.
parikramaha.
In this correction, it may be noted that in India, especially in Vishnu temples, the system is that apart from the big deity, who is permanently situated in the main area of the temple, there is a set of smaller deities that are taken in procession in the evening. In some temple, it is the custom to hold a big procession in the evening with a band playing and a nice big umbrella over the deities, who sit on decorated thrones on the cart or palanquin, which is carried by devotees. The deities come out onto the street and travel in the neighborhood, while the people of the neighborhood come out to offer prasad. The residents of the neighborhood all follow the procession. So it is very nice scene. When the deity is coming out, the servitors in the temple put forward the deity's accounts before them, daily accounts before them. So much was the collection, so much was the expenditure. The whole idea is that the deity is considered to be the proprietor of the whole establishment, and all the priests and other people taking care of the temple are considered to be the servant of the deity. This system is very, very old. So therefore, if the deity is on the stroll, the people should follow behind. Eighth
So the
also.
system is very, very old and is still followed. So therefore, it is mentioned here that when the deity is on stroll, the people should follow them. Parikramaha. So here there is a Mula Vigraha and there is Utsava Vigraha. Lord also likes to go out. So in the south, you see, there are many temples who follow this system. Whether 2 people or 1 people, they don't bother. There will be one who will be praying Nadaswaram, one will be playing Mridanga. And in this way, the deities are brought out. And there will be some few public, they will be walking. Even if they are not there also, they will do this system. So the mood is, deities also want to go and refresh. And they want to freshen up, like they want to go out, meet people. But it so happens when they go out, naturally people come behind. So the crowd also comes. So in this way, this is a system which is done even today. In the Udupi, big processions. Every day there's a big procession. Because there, Lord is in the child form. So when he's in child form, don't move. Still 85th verse is not there. Second line has to be done. Parikrama only has been described. So when the child is small, what happens when you take the child outside? He's attracted to see the fireworks, some comedy. So there will be a joker who stands on the stick. And there will be some gymnastics type performed. So all these things children like to see. So the mood is our Nama Krishna has come out and all wonderful things should be shown to him. Okay. Then what is the next one? Because Archanam is...
A devotee must visit a Vishnu temple at least once or twice every day, morning and evening. In Vrindavan, this system is followed very strictly. All the devotees in town go every morning and evening to visit different temples. Therefore, during these times, there are considerable crowds all over the city. There are about 5,000 temples in Vrindavan city. Of course, it is not possible to visit all the temples, but there are at least 12 very big and important temples, which were started by the Goswamis and which should be visited.
So it is very important to visit temple every day. It is written here. A devotee must visit a Vishnu temple at least once or twice every day. Now just imagine to in Bombay to call them once in a week also. So many messages has to be sent. But it is a duty. Temple is nearby, just go to the temple and visit morning and evening. Twice you should go, but at least in one time should be done. That is Archanam. Then next is what? I think we are going little ahead.
Paricharya cha Geetam Sankirtanam Japa.
Sankirtanam Japa. Okay, read.
9th, one must circumambulate the temple building at least 3 times. In every temple, there is an arrangement to go around the temple at least 3 times. Some devotees go around more than 3 times, 10 times, 15 times, according to their vows. The Goswami used to circumambulate Govardhan Hill. One should also circumambulate the
whole Vrindavan
area.
Let us see this. One. Vigyapatihi stava patascha swado naivedya padyaho dhupamalyadi saurabhyam Shrimurte Sprishtir Ikshanam. 86. Still we have not come there. Okay. Circumambulation is going on. Read.
Yeah. 10th is one must worship the deity in the temple according to regulative principles, offering arti and prasad, decorating the deity, etc. These things must be observed regularly. 11th, one must render personal service to the deities. 12th, one must sing. 13th, one must perform Sankirtana. 14th, one must chant. 15th, one must offer prayers. I think 15th tak hi hai.
Mataji, that Archanam Paricharya Geetam cha Geetam Sankirtanam
Many things
Japa.
have come. Yes, many things have come in that. Yeah, you read.
So
read.
in that parikrama, that Abhyutthanam Anuvarjya Gati Sthane Parikrama, that I think it goes till point number 9.
Yes.
And then Archanam starts with 10, and then Parichari means rendering personal service to deities.
Geetam is there, Sankirtanam is there. So
And Japa is
Geetam,
there.
one must sing is there, and then one must perform Sankirtanam, one must chant. So till
14 up to 14 point is 85th.
Yes, 85th is 14th point.
1 minute माता note कर लें.
85th. वहां तक लिख लीजिए. Okay.
To 14th.
Then comes
85th.
Vigyapati Stava, prayers. Stava means prayers. Then Pathascha Swado Naivedya Padyaho Dhupa Malyadi. Then Saurabhyam Shrimurte
Sparsastra Ikshanam. So next is, should I read?
Read.
So one must offer prayers. One must recite.
Stava means prayers.
Yeah. One must recite notable prayers. 17th, one must taste Mahaprasad, food from the very plate offered before the deity. 18th, one must drink Charanamrit, water from the bathing of the deities, which is offered to guests. 19th, one must smell the incense and flowers offered to the deity.
Dhupa Malyadi.
20th, one must touch the lotus feet of the deity.
Sprishti Ikshanam.
हो गया ना?
One must
touch the lotus feet of the
Ikshanam. Yeah. One must see the deity with great devotion. Ikshanam.
Okay.
Till there it is.
Up to 21st
Voice is
is
breaking.
86.
Voice is breaking. Voice
From
is
15th to 21st.
हाँ,
From
is
15th to
86.
21st is 86, na?
86.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Up,
yes.
आगे 86.
86. Okay. Now, from here, 87 starts, na? 22. Okay. Next. Arat, Aratrikot, Savadeshcha, Shavaram Tad Kripekshanam, Smritir Tatha Dasyam Sakhyam Atma Nivedanam. We continue. 22nd onwards.
माता जी मेरा
आपका नहीं अच्छा.
इंटरनेट बराबर नहीं चल रहा है शायद. आवाज सुन रही है क्या मेरी?
दया सागर प्रभु रीड.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
22nd. Then Dr. Say 22nd.
One must offer aratrika at different times. 23. One must hear about the Lord and his pastimes from Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and similar books. 24.
Go on slowly, slowly. Aratrika became, Shavalam became. Next, 24th.
24. One must pray to the deity for his mercy.
Kripekshanam. Kripa. Then
25. One should remember the deity.
Smritir. Dhyanam.
26. One should meditate upon the deity.
Dhyanam.
27. One should render some voluntary service.
Dasyam.
28. One should think of the Lord as one's friend.
Sakyam. Sakyam.
And 29. One should offer everything to the Lord.
One should offer everything. Atma Nivedanam.
Atman.
So how many became? How many became?
Up to 30.
29.
Up to
29.
29 was the last.
one should offer.
One should offer everything to the Lord.
Up to 29. Now 30th. So now 88th verse. Let us see. Nija priyopaharanam tadarthe kiracheshtitam sarvatha sharanapattis tadiyanam cha sevanam. Okay, continue. Nijo priyopaharanam. 30th onwards.
30. One should offer a favorite article such as food or garment.
Priyopaharanam. Whatever is Nija priyopaharanam. Whatever Krishna likes should give. Okay.
31. One should take all kinds of risks and perform all endeavors for Krishna's benefit.
Krishna's
Benefit.
benefit. Akhila Cheshtitam.
I want to see. She can see me or no?
I am seeing here, you are seeing
Okay. Yeah.
that. Tad Arthe,
32.
tad Arthe means for him, Akhila Cheshtitam. Next, that is now 31 became, na? 32.
32. In every condition, one should be a surrendered soul.
Sarvataha Sharana Patis. Okay, next.
33. One should pour water on the tulasi tree.
Tadiyanam cha sevanam. Tadiyanam means whatever belongs to Krishna. Tadiyanam. We have these words. Aradhananam api sarvesham Vishnu aradhanam param. Tasmat parkaram devi tadiyanam samarchanam. Lord Shiva says, Aradhananam api sarvesham. Among all the Aradhana, Vishnu Aradhanam Param. Vishnu Aradhana is the topmost. Beyond that, Tasmat Parkaram Devi, beyond that, Tadiyanam Samarchanam. Serving the Tadiyanam, the things belonging to Krishna, That is the topmost. Even more than Krishna's worship is Tulsi Maharani Sevanam. Tadiyanam cha Sevanam. That is why a devotee takes shelter of Tulsi Maharani to progress in devotional service. Okay, how many became? 30, 31, 32, 33 became?
33 last. 33 was last.
Till here, 88 verse 33. Now let us see. Tadiyas Tulasi Shastra Mathura Vaishnavadayah Yatha Vaibhava Shamagri Tad Sad Goshtibir Mahotsavaha. Okay, read from here.
34. One should regularly hear Srimad Bhagavatam and similar literature.
34 is what? Shastra.
Shastri.
Tulasi Shastra.
35. One should live in a secret place like Mathura.
Mathura Vaishnavadayah. Okay. Next.
Like Mathura, Vrindavan, and Dwarka. Actually, 36 is one should offer service to Vaishnavas devotees.
There it is coming. 35. 34, 35, 36 you read now?
Yes, that was 36.
36 is Vaishnavadeha. So three things have come there. Okay, then
37. One should arrange one's devotional service according to one's means.
Yatha Vaibhava Samakri. Whatever if we can, that we should, according to one's means. You cannot just take so much loan to buy wonderful flowers. No, whatever you have, Patram, Pushpam, Palam, Toya, whatever we have capacity, do the service. Okay.
38. In the month of Kartika, October and November, one should make arrangements for special services.
Sat. Why you are going there?
This will go to 90th, I think.
Still 89 is still going on. Sad Goshti Beer Mahotsavaha. Special
Okay.
arrangement. Sad Goshti Beer Mahotsavaha. There it is now. How many verses became, Prabhu?
It was 38 was 9. 38 was last.
38. The month of Kartik and November, one should make special arrangement. So it is very important to celebrate festivals during Kartik. That's why we have Kartik Mahotsava. So here 5 things have been spoken. What is spoken? Tadiyas Tulasi Shastra. One should read the Bhagavad Gita, one should hear, one should read. This is the Sevanam. Mathura Vas, Vaishnava Seva. And whatever capacity we have, with that capacity we should worship Lord. Then Goshti Bhir. Goshti means, Sat Goshti means with the association of the devotees, one should celebrate festivals. That is why Kartik Mahotsav and all these things with the association of Goshti means with the association of devotees. In South, if you say Goshti means you should understand that you are going to get wonderful prasadam. Oh, Goshti, sit, now Goshti is there. Immediately you should understand Goshti means you should simply sit there, should not talk anything, humbly stand. They will come with nice Pongal Prasad. You have to hold both the hands and then keep them nicely like this and then take like this. Not hand and all should not be put inside. So Goshti in South means with association of the devotees, sit and honor the prasadam. Okay, 38 okay. Now 39.
39.
Wait, let me read first. That is 90th verse. Urjadaro Visheshena Yatra Janma Dinadishu Shraddha Visheshataha Priti Shri Murte Angri Sevanam. Okay, read.
39. During Janmashtami, the time of Krishna's appearance in this world, one should observe a special service.
Wait. Urjadaro Visheshena Yatra Janma Dinadishu. Special service. That is special day, no? Special service. Okay. Then
40. One should do whatever is done with great care and devotion for the deity.
Shraddha Visheshatah Preeti, with great care and faith. Then
41. One should relish the pleasure of Bhagavatam reading among
wait,
devotees.
1 minute, somebody called me, so I went. Okay, before that, what was the Shraddha Visheshata Preeti? After that,
Is 41. One should relish the pleasure of Bhagavatam reading among devotees.
so wait. Then the other 90th is over. Shraddha Preeti Shri Murtehe Angri Sevanam. Angri means the body of Krishna. Murte Angri means the personality of Godhead. We have to serve him with great care. So till 90th. 90th is how many verses became?
Point number 40. Point number 40.
What was last?
40, na?
Yes.
40. Okay. From here, Srimad Bhagavatarthanam Aswado Rasikai Saha Sajatiya Saye Snigdhe Sadho Sangaswato Vare. Okay, read from here.
41. One should relish the pleasure of Bhagavatam reading among devotees and not among outsiders.
Rasikahi means among the devotees who are relishing. Then don't
40.
move the screen, Haribol. See, 91 is only going on. Okay.
42.
Then,
One should associate with devotees who are considered more advanced.
more than
More advanced.
Sajati Sahi Snigdhe Sadhu Sangha Satovare. Sadhu Sangha should be done. They are advanced. Nama Sankirtanam Shri Mathura Mandale Stite 92. That goes
43. One should chant the holy name of the Lord. And 44. One should alive in the jurisdiction of Mathura.
Mathura Mandale Stiti. 44 became. 44 became, na? Yeah. So 92 verse here. Till 92 verse, we have 44 more. So you see the repetition is there. Mathura, chanting the holy name, association of the devotees, Bhagavatam reading. Some are repeated. That means emphasis is given on that 5. A, B, C, D square. A, association of devotees, book reading, chanting, deity worship, dhambas. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what he does is, out of all the 64 limbs, 5 are the most important. Association, book reading, chanting, deity worship, dhambas. Okay, now 93 to 96 ends the topic. Let us see 93. Anganam panchakasyasya purvam vilikhitasya cha Nikhila Shrestya Bodhaya Punarapi Atra Kirtanam. I'll finish off with all this and then we'll read. Or you read first, where it is, let us see.
Now the total regulative principles come to an aggregate of 64 items. As we have mentioned, the first are the primary 10 regulative principles. Then come the secondary 10 regulative principles. And added to these are 44 other activities. So altogether, there are 64 items for discharging the regulative practice.
That is
of
given
devotional
Iti
service.
Kaya Rishikantaha Karananam Upasanaha. Wait, Chatushastihi Prathak Sanghatika Bhedat Kramadinaha Atharsanu Matenaisam Udaharanam Iryate. So summary has been given. Okay, read. So 10 are, first is 10 is rules, and then is regulatory principles.
One of these is 64 items, 5 items, namely worshipping the deity, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, associating among devotees, Sankirtana, and living in Mathura are very important.
Association of devotees, A. B is book reading, that is hearing Bhagavatam. Book reading means book sevanam. Then comes chanting, Sankirtanam, deity worship, Dhambas. Last paragraph.
So Mataji, this paragraph is 93, 94 and 95.
Yes. 93, 94, 95. 96 also, all finished. That other paragraph also comes.
The 64 items of devotional service should include all our activities of body, mind, and speech. As stated in the beginning, the regulatory principles of devotional service enjoins that all of our senses must be employed in the service of the Lord. Exactly how they can be thus employed is described in the above 64 items. Now, Srila Rupa Goswami will give evidence from different scriptures supporting the authority of many of these points.
Yeah. So many of the points like praying to Lord for His mercy, remembering Lord, meditating on Him, offering voluntary service, thinking Lord as one's friend, offering everything to Lord, all these things are very important. So these 64 limbs, again, if we study, then what happens is devotion becomes very easy. Go through the 64 limbs. Because we are not very expert in Sanskrit, that is why we have to match. If we were expert in Sanskrit, then we could have just read and understood all the meanings. So we are matching. Srila Prabhupada is so merciful that he has given, and somewhere because of doing Sevanam, Hari Sevanam, Hari Katha Sevanam, somewhat we are able to link it. So anyhow, what is more important is performing devotional service with care, with faith, with love, and under the guidance. Main, it is under the guidance. We cannot just do what comes in our mind. Shruti, Smriti, Puranadi, Pancharatika Vidhi Vina, Ekantika Harir Bhakti, Utpati Vai Kevalam. There is a verse which says that if we try to do what comes in our mind, then we will only create Utpata. Like I went to Vrindavan and I felt I should do Dandavati Parikrama, which has not been told by my spiritual master to me. But I am doing it. What will happen? 2 times I'll do, 3rd time I cannot even get a person. So don't try to do something which has not been told. Better do whatever Prabhupada has told us, because acharyas know how much water to be put in the rice. This rice can be cooked with how much water. Acharyas know that. So how much we can do, what is our capacity, our acharyas have known that. Better, whatever has been told, wake up early in the morning in the Brahma Muhurta, chant the holy name, do deity worship, make bhogas for Krishna, do voluntary service for Lord. That is enough. If we do this, read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, hearing to Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, having association of devotees, these 5 limbs have been selected for us by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Among all these 64 limbs, these are the first 5 important limbs. Okay, any question? Yes. Narayana.
Mataji, somewhere it was written that one should give up, one should offer a favorite article like a food or a garment. So this can also be seen in like in Puri, where the pandas say that you have to give up one single item that you like. Say, for example, one sabji or one kind of a vegetable that you like. Does this mean the same? One should offer a favorite article.
You are offering to Krishna. You are giving up me. You are offering to Krishna.
So after offering, you are taking it back, or you're keeping it with him?
When you're offering, after you take it back, it is prasadam now.
So how does it? So one should offer a favorite article. So we offer prasad every day.
Garment. When you're offering, we have to actually ask Krishna what you like to eat. And Krishna gives the intelligence. Generally, what we do is whatever I like, I'll make. What he likes. So that we have to ask. And it's not necessary Krishna has to always reveal. And if you go and ask him with sincere mood, Radharani reveals that. That day, what you may plan so many things. Okay, I want to cook this, I want to cook that. But exactly it will become ulta. What Krishna likes. Maybe it is one item, two items. It's not necessarily only one item I have to give. I can give 2 items also, 3 items also, garments also. What you like to wear, which color you want to wear. Krishna is a person, so we have to talk to him.
So this favorite basically means his favorite.
Huh?
This favorite word refers to his favorite, not our favorite.
His favorite. For that deep devotion. Then he reciprocates. Wait. Then he reciprocates. Then he reciprocates. That is more important. So reciprocation can be understood only when we advance in devotion. That's why we have to chant very nicely. More we chant, more we serve, Krishna will reciprocate. That day what he wants to wear. That is. Okay. Nainu will not allow him to ask questions. She will only speak first. Okay. Anyone else has doubt? Okay, no doubt. See, when we say reciprocation, Sanatana Goswami clearly told to Madan Mohan, I will not bring you. He said, no, please take me. Okay, I'll take you. Whatever I get, chup chap you eat. Don't ask this and that. And so when Lord asked some salt, he said, that is why I was not bringing you. Today you'll ask salt. Tomorrow you'll ask some dal, sabji. I am not here to go to do all these things because I have been given the instruction of writing books and all, excavating the places. Feeding you is not my responsibility. I will feed whatever comes in my hand. So like this reciprocation also devotees do. Madhukari means what? Whatever remnants once in somebody's house is there, they give that to the Babajis, some rotis and all. Just see how wonderful reciprocation that Sanatana Goswami used to give what he used to get. He did not do something special. Sometimes they get atta, then they make roti and then they give. And Nainu Kuti has made some reciprocation. You know, Krishna is reciprocating with Nainu. She has colored the eyes of Lord. Okay. No doubts. Now Nainu will sing some song or chant some shloka.
Yes, Hare Krishna, prayers by Nalkuber and Manigiri.
Oh,
Kunanu Kathane, Shravano Kathayan, Hastau Chakar, Masu Varasthav, Padayona, Svityam Sirastav, Masa Jagattanami, Sata Darshanetu Pavatulana.
very good. Nalakuber and Manigiri, they offered these prayers to Krishna. Wonderful. Hari Bol. Mancha kalpatarubhyascha. Today she has chanted that shloka which I don't know. Wow, I have to read this shloka now. I have to memorize. I'll memorize. Okay? Hari Bol.